Greetings friends, Steven here. Welcome to Gamer Hall episode 33. This is of course my very own video games and more pickup series. Today's backdrop items are a PlayStation Network $20 gift card that I bought for myself. Ubisoft had a pretty good deal going on, and that was on, of course, the PlayStation Network store. They had games I was interested in, like Front Dust or I Am Alive, and these were selling for like $2.50 or something. That was with the PlayStation Plus membership, so I actually bought myself an extra month of that because I don't normally buy it, just because you're kind of just renting the games, not really, like, when they say you get a free game, that's only if you have PlayStation Plus. Now, the games I bought are outside of PlayStation Plus, but you need PlayStation Plus to get the sale price, so I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's almost like a tax for the best sales you can get on PlayStation. But whatever, it's fine. That, and I also have this flyer from this week's Walmart. Most notably because of this here. Pretty neat deal. It's Super Mario Bros. Wii U bundle, which is selling for $10 less than usual. And you also get a $40 Walmart gift card, so it's basically like you're getting $50 off the traditional $2.99 price. Now, Black Friday is coming up. I don't know when I'll have this uploaded. Black Friday might have already happened, but for now, I just wanted to get all this stuff out of the way first. And hey, look, Rapunzel, finally, Wave 2 of Disney Infinity. I did not care at all for Disney Infinity's Wave 1 of figures. So it's nice to see a character I actually care about coming out pretty soon. And unfortunately I won't be showing this off, but yeah, we might be seeing this pretty soon here. So, alright, let's get started. The first item I have to show is a surprisingly common game, at least according to eBay. It is Lemmings 2: The Tribes for the Genesis by Psygnosis. Neat. Pretty standard cart, just the cart. It's got the crayon from Value Village. I got this at formerly New Age Thrift, now it is Epic Games and More, and be sure and check out their Black Friday sale. But like I said, I don't know, I might not have this uploaded before Black Friday, so if it is uploaded after that, I hope their sale went well. I'm sure I would checked it out. This I picked up for $3, and maybe I got a slight discount. Usually get a good deal from those guys. But yeah, Lemmings 2, I looked this up on eBay, and they really aren't asking a lot for this game, which is surprising, because Lemmings titles are usually fairly tricky to find. So, glad to have that in the collection. I have not played it yet. You know, as I'll get around to it, maybe, probably. There we go. And next up, a game that, don't hate me for this, but I actually traded one of my extra copies of Star Tropics for this. It is Total Recall by Acclaim. Now, if you've been checking out the channel, you see that we did do a Game Start episode on this game, and it's it's kind of weird to say that I liked the Predator NES game more than this, because they're both pretty rough, but whatever. I didn't have it, and it's actually a pretty tricky game to find. This was the only copy I could find in town. It's not a good game, I don't recommend it, but if you collect the NES games, and I always like the idea of just any movie game, but like it's an old game, movie game, you know what I mean? Like if it's like an NES or maybe a Super Nintendo game and it's based on a movie, it is kind of hard to resist. So, whatever, here it is. We made a video out of it. The video was okay. Special shout out to my friend co-host Lola, who helped with that episode, and yep, great work there. Next up, we will be checking out a game I waited in a, what was it, like a 3-hour lineup for? So our local Future Shop had this strange, bizarre deal where you could trade in any video game and get one of 3 new games. Now, by the time I got through this lineup, which was a 3-hour lineup, I was finally able to pick up Call of Duty Ghosts for the PS3 by Activision. In Infinity Ward, Call of Duty means nothing to me, so as you can see, I haven't even opened this yet. I traded them Stuntman Ignition for this, and that's a pretty rough game. So I was thinking I'd trade this away, but then I said, you know what, whatever, I think I've got like 3 other Call of Duty games for whatever reason on the PS3. So, whatever, I guess I'll keep it, unless I get a good deal for it. Whatever, it doesn't matter to me. So, there it is, Call of Duty. Some people love it, I really have no, whatever. I'm not hating on Call of Duty. I know people love to hate on Call of Duty, and I'm not in that boat. I'm just very neutral to the whole series. I've never really cared for the first-person shooters where you just shoot at actual people using actual guns. Like, I love Team Fortress because it's so cartoony and out there. These Call of Duty games, I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. So the next games I have are from Salvation Army. They actually had a half-off sale one day, and I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. So let me get these. There we go. First item, for I guess $1. It is Bill Cosby at his best. This is a comedy CD I figured would be fun to bring to work. For my MP3 player. I haven't listened to all of these yet. I listened to a couple of them, and they weren't that funny. But, you know, whatever. It was $1. I assume that all proceeds go to good causes when you buy from the Salvation Army. So, you know, here it is. Next up, a game, once again, that really means nothing to me, but great deal, great price, and good shape, too. It is Dragon Age Origins for the PS3. I don't know what to say about it. It's a BioWare game from the makers of Mass Effect. It's in fine shape, but like I said, I've never really cared so much about this game. So, whatever. Much like Call of Duty, you know, it's here. There it is. Next up, I actually just mentioned Predator a moment ago, but now we've got the movie. It's the enhanced widescreen DVD of Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, 80s. Sweet. When did this come out? Let me see if I can see a year. 1987. Sweet. Some of the best movies came out in the mid to late 80s. And this is, of course, the story of, what's that guy's name? Blah, 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 blah. Schwarzenegger. They don't even have the guy's name in the movie. But whatever. A bunch of army guys go into the jungles of Vietnam or something, shoot people, look for people, but then suddenly crazy alien guy comes up and starts shooting them, and he hunts them guys, and the guys shoot the alien kills most people except for Schwarzenegger, and he has a big one-on-one fight with the Predator. Pretty cool stuff. I always liked aliens more, personally. I always thought aliens are kind of like ninjas, and the Predator is kind of like a professional wrestler. So there you go. I guess that means I like ninjas more than professional wrestlers. Whatever. Let's see what's in here real quick. Oh, that's right. This hasn't even been opened yet. So, disc and thingy are in there. This top part is still sealed though, so that's kind of cool. Next up, a game I am guaranteed to make a video of. This I wouldn't have bought if it wasn't a half price. It is for the Nintendo GameCube, Disney's Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure. I'm almost tempted to do like a complete playthrough of this game. Just a complete random game. Like I said, it's like $4 or $2. Sure, why not? So at the very least, we'll do a game start. But I thought, I don't know. Well, what can I say? We'll take a look at it later on the channel. But weird, wild stuff to say the least. And if that wasn't a bizarre enough purchase, check this out. Frickin' Rambo storybook. I couldn't resist this. It was like 50 cents or 25 cents or something. Look at that. 1985. The Mask of Mardar? Sure, why not? I don't know. Like, sometimes I really wonder why I'm wasting my money on this kind of stuff, but it's both ridiculously stupid and amazingly awesome at the same time. It's a frickin' Rambo storybook. What's not to love? You know? Just living the life. That's how we do it at CAPMAX Gaming here. Little Owl Superstars. Look, there's a My Little Pony book, GoBots book, Ghostbusters book, MASK, Gem. Sweet. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. I do know that the next item here is easily a welcome edition on what I've been calling a crown jewel of my collection for $50, which, as you know this by now, I don't like spending that much money on a retro game. But this one, I had to make an exception for. It is finally added to my collection, Sunset Riders by Konami for the Super Nintendo. Now, I already have the Genesis version, but I've been looking, praying that I could finally find the Super Nintendo version. And normally these things, if I find them, are like $80 or something, if not more. So $50, it's an awful lot, but you know, it's Sunset Riders. Sunset Riders, yes! Such a hype game. There's even a cowboy named Steve. That's my name. Steve, I'm in this. I played it, I cleaned the contacts and all that, and I was playing it. Fun stuff. The character sprites are actually a bit smaller than I remember them being, but you know, whatever, it's fine. It's definitely a game everyone should have in their collection if you can find it, but I understand if you can't find it because most of these Konami Super Nintendo games are pretty rare and sought out by all the collectors out there. But I'm certainly happy to have this, finally. Oh, yes. So next up, I was at a department store, and I found a couple discount games. One of them I've already traded away. The other one I still have at the moment. It is Dark Souls. I think this was like $10 or something. I already have Dark Souls, so I might trade this away. I don't have the greatest hits, so the collector nerd inside me says, just keep them both. One's the regular one, one's the greatest hits. I haven't even played this game. I've heard nothing but great things about it, but it's a super difficult old school style game. But yeah, I really would like to try, but you know how it is. Look at all this crap. And then here's one more game, whatever. This is why I'm always broke by the end of the month, because I whatever. Oh, the other game I picked up was Tekken Tag Tournament 2, but like I said, I've already traded that away. I actually traded for games that we'll be taking a look at pretty quick here. Next up, for Street Fighter manga, actually. I traded that manga for Data East's Ring King for the original Nintendo. So they had a $6 sticker price for it, so I guess my manga was worth an equivalent amount. I didn't care for the manga personally. It was Street Fighter 2, but they kind of took weird liberties with the story and whatever. This game, I just love Data East cover art. Look at that guy, what a badass. And look, yeah, Canada flag, yeah. Ooh, Canada. The game, man, it's not bad. It is a boxing game. It kind of almost reminds me of like a wrestling game, just the way the camera works in it. It's not like Punch Out. It's more like, do you remember the Muscle game for NES? Kind of strangely reminds me of that, but this is a boxing game. And it's okay. I wouldn't spend $6 for it, but I would trade a manga I don't want anymore for it. So, there you go. Next up, for $5, I got this at Home Tech. Look, it's another Yoshi. This is my third plush Yoshi. Friends of the channel know that I often have a yellow Yoshi on my desk, and there's a blue Yoshi around here somewhere. And now I got a green Yoshi. This I bought for $5, which is a pretty good price for any plushed creature nowadays. Normally these things are at least $10, so got a good deal for this one. I'd like to find like a black one or a red one, but the only other color I've seen, aside from green, blue, and yellow, is purple. So, I don't know. I'm sure the rest of them are out there. And of course there's a white Yoshi, I think, as well. But whatever, that's cool. It's Yoshi. Traditional green Yoshi. Next up, let's take a look at a game I picked up at my local EB Games for $4.49. It is Ninja Gaiden 3 for the PS3. I've heard that this game is not very good compared to the earlier Ninja Gaiden games, which I haven't played. So, you know, it was super cheap. I was like, yeah, you know what, screw it. I don't have any other Ninja Gaiden experience aside from, of course, from the original NES games. So, yeah, I'll give this a shot. It is by Tecmo. With this, I also picked up Dead or Alive 5, which I've traded away since because I already had Dead or Alive 5. But yeah, it's kind of weird that all these Tecmo games are selling for like $5. That's a pretty good deal for a pretty recent game. So I don't know, maybe EB Games just bought up a bunch of super cheap Tecmo games and put them all on used prices, as they often do. So I don't know why they're so cheap, but they are. So yeah, cool. I got that. Next up, special shout out to Joe Walker. He has the backlog with Joe Walker on YouTube here, and he recommends Clash at Demon Head. So I traded, what did I trade? I guess just some of those PS3 games I mentioned earlier. I think the next few items here are all from one trade I got back at Epic Games and More. Looks like a pretty in-depth game. Cover art, pretty weird. It's got that super American cover art to it, but the game itself looks pretty darn Japanese, and I got one of these slip covers with it. Looks like it doesn't have a battery backup, but I think it has passwords. That's cool. And next up, okay, well here's where I know I'm just, like I said, I traded games for these things. They weren't things I would normally really want, but I picked them up just because there is not a lot else going on in town. So for whatever reason I picked up the box for Wrath of the Black Manta. And it's got, of course, a little styrofoam insert in there. Missing one of the side tongue thingies. This is a very common game, Wrath of the Black Manta, but this is the first time I've ever seen the box anywhere. And yep, of course I do have the game already, which is why I don't have it. Like, this originally came with the game, but I was like, you know what, I don't need the game, I just want the box. And I also got the instructions. Yep, cool. It's not a bad game. I haven't played much of it, but it seemed pretty nice from what I saw, so who knows, we might do a video on it, as I always say. And here's where I'm starting to wonder why I am picking some of the games I am picking. What? Al Unser Jr.'s Turbo Racing? Once again, it's a Data East game, once again with the badass cover art. $6. Seems a bit much, but the game doesn't look half bad. Kind of brings to mind Top Gear or something. Gold back usually means that there is a battery in there, and the game doesn't look half bad from what I saw. I also got one of these again, Nintendo slip covers, and it came with the instructions. So that's cool. All of my retro bros out there know that it's pretty rare for the game to come with instructions or the box or anything. So those are certainly deciding factors for me to want these things. Now, only 2 games left. This is a big one. I'm sure many of you already have it by now. It is the Nintendo 3DS's The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Yes! This game is amazing, I love it! It's, people are saying it's Game of the Year, and it might just be, which is kind of weird because it's not the biggest game out there. Now, the funny thing about this is it doesn't come with any manual whatsoever, but it comes with a manual explaining how to read the digital manual in the cart. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense to me. But, yep, sweet game, highly recommended. Get it if you have a 3DS and you like video games. If you're watching this, if you don't have a 3DS, get a 3DS so you can play this game. It's a direct sequel to the Super Nintendo A Link to the Past, which is arguably the best Zelda game. And they made a sequel to it. And it's great. It's great. Zelda. As I was saying at the start, this is the bundle to get if you don't have a 3DS at all. This is what you'll want. But if you do have a 3DS like I do, just buy the physical copy here. It's pretty cool. Even the whole turning into a painting and crawling around on walls, I was worried that'd be really boring, but it's not. It's a pretty neat idea. And there's a Street Pass feature here too, which is pretty fun. You fight other characters' links and you see what their current setups are. And they might have more hearts than you, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Either way, you'll just, if you win, you get extra rupees. There's you get rupees really easily, but I haven't seen a whole lot that I need to spend them on. Like, I've already rented all the items. So yeah, and of course, stay tuned to the channel. I'll probably do a review of this game, but you know, it's pretty pretty damn good. Alright, so there's only one game left to show. This I just got at, was it like London Drugs for $10. I've heard good things. It's Persona 4 Arena by Atlas for the PS3. Looks like they went through a few price drops here, went from 60 to 30, and now 10. Neat. I just got this, like I said. To note here, the back has the soundtrack, which is cool. Persona 4 Arena original arranged soundtrack. Yep. I've heard good things. I don't know a whole lot about Persona games. I have Persona 4, I think it is, on PS2. I played just a bit of it. I liked what I saw, but at that point I think I was moving on to PS3, and of course games get left in the dust when the next gens come out. Of course, PS4 and Xbox One are out now, but who cares about those because there's no games for those, which is why, like at the start here, I was discussing the Wii U, and this is a pretty spiffy bundle. Now, there is a Mega Mario bundle going around in the UK or something right now. That looks like a pretty sweet bundle, so I don't know if we'll get that here in North America. Fingers crossed. But even if I just got this bundle here, it's like $250 for this stuff. That's a pretty good deal too. I would be tempted to get it right now, but like I said, I'm just a few days away from payday, which means I'm pretty much out of money. I wonder why I have no money left. But you know, all in due time. Money comes back. That's why I work a job. Ugh. Alright guys, well, thanks again for sticking through another Gamer Haul. This was Gamer Haul episode 33. Like I said, if there's any of these games you want to see me play, and I haven't mentioned that I want to play them already for the channel, let me know in the comments. Feel free to like, favorite, subscribe. This is the CAPMAX gaming channel. That's what I've called it. It still shows up as Capora Maxima. Like the web address shows that, but the channel name is CAPMAX Gaming. So I don't know. YouTube, man, they mix things up a bit with adding that whole Google Plus thing. It kind of works in some ways, it kind of doesn't. Whatever. It is what Google wants it to be. We all must follow what Google says. How could you not want to watch a full playthrough of Winnie the Pooh's Rumbly Tumbly Adventure? Look at this game. Freaking 100-acre woods, man. It's always autumn. Look at those leaves. What the hell is a heffalump? I think it's like one of these things. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds in store. Alright guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.